Hi, everyone. My name is Kyrie Litteral, and I am the Library Media Specialist at Ashland Middle School in Ashland, Kentucky. And I have applied for the grant for the Innovation Grant for Library Makerspaces for Engagement and Exploration. So, without further ado, I will walk you through what I hope to achieve. All right, so the action research cycle, our area of focus and problem of practice was when we think of our past library experience, we often think of a large room filled with wall to wall with books and a quiet environment and silent students. However, in today's world, a library is modeled to be more than just a place for the books to rest. It's designed to be a community space to explore ideas and to bring those ideas to fruition. So we need the library to be the hub of our school, and our students are thirsting for knowledge. So we just need to be able to capture their interests and engage them in learning. Every student in our middle school visits the library weekly, and following this, the ability to spark each child's imagination and interests have a lasting impact on their life. So furthermore, state standards have also changed to encompass technology components that all students need to be successful as adults. So questioning and problem solving are heavily embedded into learning as well. So we must change the way that we view our library and what our library can offer our students so that we can stay up with the times and our students can stay relevant in today's world. We can do better for our students and our communities. So gone are the days where we think that just simply acquiring the information is sufficient. We need to nurture and engage these students so that they are getting the necessary tools to apply that knowledge that they've gained in everyday life. So our research question is, will the implementation of new technology geared makerspaces increase student engagement in the library? Okay, so our action research cycle, step 2, we have makerspaces are a current and popular model for reaching all students through engaging activities that promote creativity and collaboration with their peers. Simply giving students books to discuss the technology and its implementation is a good start, but if we don't maximize that and put the knowledge in their minds and the products in their hands and allow them to create, then we aren't doing them the service that we could. So by integrating makerspaces and stations, we are bringing our books to life. We're applying real and tangible representations of the text that they read. I got a lot of my information from an article titled Makerspaces in Libraries: Technology as Catalyst for Better Learning, Better Teaching. Dr. Patrick Todd Colgrove wrote that article, and he acknowledged that libraries and their librarians are an integral piece in providing learning and teachable moments that benefit the community. He goes on to discuss the necessity to blend traditional academic content with active and collaborative learning, thus creating a true constructivist approach to the 21st century learning and education. Dr. Colgrove provided examples of technology and equipment being placed in libraries for the purpose of student use and exploration. So we hope that our goal is in the educational sector to expose students to various learning styles, curriculum, new technologies, to mold their educational path after K-12, and not giving them every advantage to do so is an injustice. So we are hoping that by introducing 3D printers and pens, that will allow students to create projects that they've designed and then master the use of that 3D printing software and technology. We hope that our stop motion animation kits and lighting paired with modeling clay will give students hands-on experience designing and implementing original works to create a final product that they can then showcase to their peers. Students will also have the opportunity to design and create utilizing a laser engraving machine as well as handheld engraving tools. We are hoping that our strategy, the technologies that we purchased, will be used in various maker stations around the library. We have a central focus at each table, but the students have the freedom to create any number of products, only limited by their creativity. We will have our maker stations paired with library resources, such as library books, how-to books, articles that we can find. We can have Chromebook stations at the maker station so that they can watch how-to videos, because all of that is learning. I will provide support in researching as well as design ideas, along with all of our library staff. But ultimately, the students will be masters of their end product. So they will have a full vested interest in that work from the first step. The library will be the central location for all makerspaces tools, and each table will be its own design area. And the tables will allow for up to 4 students to work simultaneously on a project or a concept. They can work individually as well. If I action research cycle step 4, so this is implementing and planning, collecting, and analyzing the data. So our students are going to take a pre-survey before they begin their makerspace stations, and it's going to ask them to relay their exposure to the technology being used, the career opportunities that they know that is available to them in that field, as well as their comfort level with that technology and those tasks. This data will be collected and then compared to their post-survey the results that they will make after they have completed their makerspace activity. The post-survey will then allow for students to share if they would consider taking certain targeted STEM classes. Some of those are offered at our middle school. Many are offered at the high school that they will be going to after 8th grade. The data that we hope to collect is that each station will have that pre and post survey. We'll be able to compare those 2 data points. We'll be able to show a direct correlation between the exposure to the technology and to the software, and then how their engagement has bloomed or blossomed. The survey will specifically focus on the technological components, as well as possible careers, thus providing specific points of data that we will focus on. The survey would be constructed in a way that would allow for specificity in the skills that the students learned, as well as exposure to the technology and future career pathways. The research would determine if the students to these components during library time has influenced them to any potential change that they may have from beginning the makerspace activity, like if they are now interested or focused on learning a career pathway that they have not yet or had not learned up to this point. Right. Now we are going to be doing step 5, our action research, communicating our results. So our students have been appraised of the grant funding and our maker stations that will be made available shortly. They're excited for the opportunities that await them. We are documenting these learning experiences through our social media platforms, which will showcase student creations as well as hands-on learning, and that will equal engagement. So stay tuned to see what products and creations our students create. We're excited for these next steps.